Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Welcome to Grieving Gracefully. God, grief, and the green pill. Hello. As you jump on, speak to your girl. Let me know what city, what state that you are joining me from. TikTok, I'm live on Facebook as well. Facebook, I'm live on TikTok. So y'all gonna see me moving my head like this right here because I'm live on both. Welcome. So for those of you that don't know, um, Grieving Gracefully came from me losing my oldest son to suicide on December 28th, 2022. And a mentor of mine was helping me, I guess, come up with my brand. And we came up with Grieving Gracefully. And with Grieving Gracefully, I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will talk to you about God. I will talk to you about grief. And I also talk to you about the green capsule. And today I decided to, yes, you can use the tablet after Amaya. Today I decided to talk about forgiveness because that has been part of my journey. I've been talking about different things. Whenever I come on, I talk about different things that I've gone through that helped me get to the point where I am today. Me being able to talk to you all, laugh with y'all, smile with y'all on live and tell y'all my story. And today I wanted to talk about forgiveness because I know forgiveness is very hard for a lot of people. I think when it first happened back in December 28th, I was talking to my sister, and I think this was after I forgave, and I think I put a post up on Facebook and saying, I said something like, forgiving someone is like one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in life. And she was like, well, I'm not there yet. Like she in her grieving her nephew, my son, she hasn't gotten to the point where she wanted to forgive people, in the situation or whatever. Um, and I told her, I was like, oh, my bad. I normally put my phone on do not disturb. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. I got my mama calling me. I'm sorry, TikTok. Let me put my phone on do not disturb real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, am I back? Am I back?
Mom,
yes.
I got 10 minutes.
She got 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, she got 10 minutes. All right.
And then I'll get off at night.
Yes. Am I back? What's going on?
And now come at
Okay.
night.
All right, go back right now with Maya. Am I back on TikTok? Can y'all am I live on TikTok? I see y'all junk coming on, but
Hello.
I'm frozen.
I said hello.
Yeah, you said hello. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm frozen. Normally when I put on do not disturb, it don't affect TikTok, but TikTok I'm frozen. I don't want to end the live.
Mom, her term is over. Mom, this how take your tablet from mine.
No, it's not time yet. Go ahead. Go back in the room.
Look, I can do this.
Hey Angie, how you doing?
Hey Angie.
I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Let me see. It's saying something wrong with my Wi-Fi. Let me get off the Wi-Fi. Let me see. I don't know because I'm frozen on TikTok. On TikTok, if you can hear me talking and I'm not frozen, drop it in the comments so I know. Because I'm frozen on TikTok. Am I still frozen on TikTok? I'm gonna have to get off TikTok and come back. Let me get off and come back. Cause I don't know. I'm gonna come right back to TikTok because I'm frozen. I don't know what's going on. Let me cut my Wi-Fi back on. My phone is on do not disturb. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm new to this, being live on both. All right, okay, so I had to start all over and go live again on TikTok. All right, y'all. All right. So I am back. But I was talking to my sister, and she was like, she wasn't at a place where she wanted to forgive people, in the situation. And I'm like, doing good, didn't want to cook. I got that, girl. I know that feeling. We got Zaxby's tonight. Okay. Um, but I've learned that going through this grief journey, forgiveness is a big part of grief. I didn't realize how big it was until I had to do it, and that was something God put on my heart early on in the process. Um, I think I spoke a little bit about it on my previous lives about me having to forgive. Welcome back on TikTok. Welcome back. Welcome back. I had to start it all over. I don't know what's going on. Um, but um, I felt like with me forgiving, it helped like take a lot off of me. It helped, especially mentally, because we can hold on to things, especially with grief. And grief is, I don't even know how to explain grief, because it can show up in the middle, out of the blue, in the middle of nowhere. But forgiving with my grief process has really helped me mentally. I don't think I would have been able to talk to y'all the way I'm able to talk to y'all if I didn't forgive early on, because I was able to tell my story early on. For those of you who are jumping on TikTok, I had to start my TikTok. Oh, I had to start my live over. Um, Welcome. This is Grieving Gracefully, God, Grief, and the Green Capsule. And this was birthed out from um, me having a traumatic experience of me losing my oldest son to suicide on December 28th, 2022. And that was 7 days exactly after his 18th birthday. He was a senior in high school, got in trouble with the law, and he just couldn't take going to jail. He just went to jail like 2 months prior. On my birthday, he got in trouble for the first time, and he already had pending charges. And at the time, he was 17, so he wasn't really like in jail. They had him in the holding cell because we left him there for a week, and we thinking we're teaching him a lesson by leaving him there for a week. But unbeknownst to us, he had already talked to his friends, and he got in trouble again, and he told them that he wasn't going back to jail. So he decided that he didn't want to go to jail again. So he took his life. The charges he had, he was going to be gone for a long time. He probably would need jail for the rest of his life. Um, with the charges he had, that I didn't find out until I didn't know he did what he did until the police showed up to our house. They showed up to our house afternoon, December 28th, 2022. And while I'm talking to the officer at the door, my son walked away because he was in the kitchen washing dishes. He walked away and walked to his room and committed suicide in our home. And I'm learning through this process that one of the biggest things that I had to do was forgive. And Aiden, go back in the room. It was a lot of things that I had to it was a lot of things that I had to for a lot of people I had to forgive. I had to forgive myself for one, because I was thinking that I was a bad mom. Aiden, go back in the room. Or go in your room. Aiden, because you're making a lot of noise. I'm sorry, y'all. Whenever I go live, it's like the kids don't want to be quiet no more. I could be sitting in the living room and they're quiet. I can go in my room and they're quiet. But as soon as I sit at my desk and say, all right, y'all, I need y'all to be quiet, I'm going live, then it's like they just turn up.
Back up.
Get in the room with Maya. Oh, you're not getting a tablet.
Get in the tablet.
We'll go in the room.
It just, this cut
So on TikTok, I want y'all to show me some love. Tap, 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 tap. Facebook, share my live. Tap, tap, tap. Share my live. Tag some people on Facebook. Tag 5 people and comment done. On TikTok, I want y'all to show me some love. Tap, 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 tap. Y'all tap for 30 seconds on TikTok. Let's get our likes up. I only got 8. Come on now. I know y'all can do better than that. We done did better than that on TikTok. Come on, y'all. But forgiveness, and I was looking it up, and forgiveness is it's an intentional decision to let go of resentment and anger. And that is so true. Like, because you have to intentionally, like, you have to make the decision that you no longer want to hold on to those emotions anymore. You no longer want to hold on to the anger that you're holding for the person that you mad at. And I know some people that you feel like what they did is unforgivable. You never want to, like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't go to jail if they did anything illegal to you. I'm not saying that. But in order for you to live your life and get peace, and according to the word of God, we are supposed to forgive, because in Matthew, God tells us in the Lord's Prayer that we always say, forgive us our trespasses, because we want God to forgive us of our trespasses. So we got to forgive them if we expect God to forgive us, because if we can't even forgive our neighbor, how can we expect God to forgive us for our sins, right? So that's one thing that I make sure that I did. So one morning I was sitting in prayer with God, and God told me I had to forgive. And when I tell y'all, I boo-hoo cried. I mean, I boo-hoo cried, because I don't know. I guess it's the because you got, it's the killing of my flesh and understanding that it's not about me. Like me. And when you're forgiving, it's not about the other person, because you got to forget about the other person and forget about their feelings, because this is all for you. This is all mentally. This is all for you spiritually. This is all for you. Like, this is all for you when you're forgiving somebody. So when you attach emotionally to something, it can be really hard to forgive. And in that moment when God was telling me all the people who I need to forgive, I mean, it was, whew, I don't want to name any names. Oh goodness, but I I had to do a lot of. And then it's not that I had to forgive one time. I had to keep doing it. I had to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, because first of all, I don't want it to I don't want it to affect my relationship with God by me not forgiving. And because we be praying for things, and we wondering why these things are not happening and why we aren't getting these blessings. And the main reason we ain't getting these blessings is because we're not forgiving people. So y'all might need to think over your life and think of what you're holding on and what you're not releasing, and what you're not forgiving somebody for, whatever they've done wrong to you. I have no idea what they've done to you, but just think in your life what you're holding on to, and you may need to forgive somebody. And then when I tell you, once I forgave, when I had this cry out and I forgave all the people, I even had to forgive my son. I had to forgive him for leaving me, because I felt like, I'm like, it's been me and you. Like, I had my son when I was 21. I'm 40 now. And I had him when I was 21. So me and him, went through life together. And for years, it was just me and him. I didn't meet my husband until he was like 9. So like 8 or 9. So it was just me and him for 8 or 9 years. It was just me and my son. And then he was the only child. Me and my husband didn't have our first child until he was 13. So for 13 years, he was the only child. Him and his sister is 13 years apart. Him and his younger sister, our youngest daughter, they're 13 years apart. And then our baby boy, they are 16 years apart, because the baby had just turned 2. when he committed suicide. But I had to forgive my son too, because I felt like he abandoned me. Like, I'm like, because it was all, it was always us. And then for him to make a decision to take his life and like not even talk to me about it, because things that I've heard and things that I'm learning, as time go on, people are telling me that he talked about it to his friends, and his friends knew that he was going to commit suicide, but nobody told me. Nobody came, to tell us that this was something that he was thinking about. And he was also seeing a therapist at the time as well, because of how he was acting in school. He was a basketball star. Out of the blue, he no longer wanted to play basketball. He was playing basketball since he was 5 years old, and then all of a sudden, he no longer wanted to play basketball. And I thought that was weird. His grades, was crazy. Um, and then, this was also during the time of COVID, the kids home, being homeschooled and stuff like that. So we decided to get him a therapist. So he was seeing a therapist during this time as well. And even though, I was, beating myself up for it, I had people around me. Anywhere driving down the road, I sometimes call the brain deaf. You're right, Angie. Um, I Oh, I was reading her comment and I done lost my chain of thought. But I just had to forgive my son for leaving me. Um and also forgive myself and forgive some other people um that I felt like, I don't know, sometimes we go to man to fix things when we should be going to God. I'm not saying that I didn't go to God, but I had to forgive people that I reached out to that I feel like they didn't do anything, I guess you could say. I really felt like my community let me down, because when I reached out and I was looking for programs, to get him into a mentoring program or whatever. Because what was going on, how, him acting up was also causing strife in my marriage. So our marriage was, it was, Lord. Yeah, it was a lot going on in our marriage because of this as well. And I reached out to the community for help, looking for a mentor. And I felt like my community failed me because we didn't have any programs. Like, you might well say, because when I did reach out to one program that they said that they had something, they never reached back out to me. They told me to email them. I emailed them, and nothing. I didn't get anything. Like, they didn't call back. They never responded back. So I felt let down from my community that they don't have something in our city, for young teenagers. I guess a solid program, a program that's going to actually follow through and do the things that they said that they're going to do. Um, but after this, my classmates, they did come up with a mentoring program for boys. It's called Four Brothers. They did come up with a mentoring program, so that's a positive thing out of all of this. Go tell Maya, it's your turn. Um, that did happen. It did come out. Back in the room though. TikTok, y'all got to show me some love. Y'all, I appreciate y'all joining me, because, as y'all come on in the room, share my live. Um, but I just wanted to come on here and say I don't know who betrayed by those who could have said something. You're right, Angie. That's kind of how I felt. I felt like I was betrayed. I felt let down. So then I had to forgive the people who I reached out to, who I felt like didn't do anything. I reached out to his school. I mean, his school didn't let me down. Um, in that aspect, because me and his guidance counselor, like me and her, we stayed connected. And she knew my concerns. Um, but whatever it is in your life, I want y'all to look over your life and see what it is that you're holding on to that you may need to forgive somebody for. And I know it may be hard. I don't know. This person might have, I don't know. They may have beat on you. They may have raped you. I don't know. They I don't know what it is. They may have done something to you, and it may be what you feel like is unforgivable and you don't want to. But I promise you, if you forgive, you will feel so free. It'll feel like a weight has been lifted off of you because you have forgiven them for what they've done to you. Because when you forgive somebody, you're not forgiving them for them, you're forgiving it for yourself. And I think that's what a lot of people, they feel like when they are forgiving somebody, they're letting that person off the hook. But that's not what you're doing. You're not letting them off the hook, because God gonna handle them. God will handle them, but you're just taking it off of yourself because you don't want to block any blessings from yourself, because you're not releasing and you're not letting go of the hurt. You're not letting go of the of you're not letting go and forgiving. Um oh my bad, y'all. So I always tell y'all, like, at the end of my lives, because I'm done. If you got any questions for me, you can drop it in the comments. You can drop your questions in the comments. If you got any comments for me, if you got any questions for me, you can drop it in the comments. I will answer any questions that you have, depending on what the question is. Um, I do give away something at the end. This right here, when I tell y'all about the I say it's God, grief, and the green capsule. I'm talking about this green capsule right here. Um, I do have a health and wellness company, and like this is our experience, and the green capsule is a part of our experience. And the experience, you take the green when you wake up, and you take the purple and white at night, and it's going to make you feel good. Like, I got a lot of customers, a lot of business partners that I've sampled them with this product right here, and like they felt amazing. But this right here, this is my testimony. Like, this is my best friend. I take this every single day, because it helps with mental focus. It helps with energy. Like, I used to be a person that used to drink two 5-hour energies a day. Yeah, guilty. I used to drink two 5-hour energies a day. And then I came across this product right here. And this product gives me the energy that I need with absolutely no crash. It's all natural. And that's one thing that I love, that it's all natural. I don't have to worry about it not being natural, not being unhealthy for me. And also, if you don't like the capsule, it also comes in a drink form as well. And if you would like to try out this sample right here, this 3-day sample, you can get for free. All you got to do is inbox me your address, and I will send you this sample right here, this 3-day sample, for free. It has nootropics in it, and the nootropics, I'm not making any medical claims, but the nootropics helps with depression and anxiety. And with this process, I was just coming off of postpartum, because I told y'all I had our last son when I was 37. And I was breastfeeding. I ended up falling into postpartum depression, and right before my son committed suicide, I was coming up off of postpartum depression, just starting to feel good about myself again. I was working out, and then my son committed suicide. And this capsule right here has, like, mentally has saved my life. God and the green capsule has saved my life, because I wouldn't be on here talking to y'all, smiling, laughing with y'all if it wasn't for this right here. That's why I talk about it so much, because I know what it has done for me. I've been taking this right here now for over a year. Yeah, it's been over a year, and I've been taking this every single day, because if I do not take this, because it has been days where I haven't taken it, and it's just me, like, being busy with the kids and forgetting. Y'all, I would sit on the chair and just watch TV all day and don't do nothing. It's like I slip back and fall back in the old habits, because I don't know. But this capsule, when I take it, I get the energy that I need. I get up and do I do the housework, because I am a stay-at-home mom, and I make money from my cell phone, and I make money through my from my cell phone with this product right here, with this product right here. And then also, for those of you who have issues with your gut, if you got issues with your gut and you got IBS, this right here helps with that. It's a probiotic and a prebiotic, and it's also a mild detox. So it's going to detoxify your body while you're sleeping. So imagine losing weight while you're sleeping. And this capsule right here, it does that. And then for my people who has trouble sleeping, if you have trouble sleeping, if you're like me and you got that mom brain, when we go to lay down, everything starts coming to our mind. Dog, I should go do this, or maybe I can go work on this, or did I do this today? Oh, I think I forgot. Like, you know how we do. Our mind is constantly running. When you take this right here, it's gonna calm you down, and it's gonna slow your brain down. And you're gonna go to sleep, and when you go to sleep, you're gonna get that third realm of sleep. That's gonna help that's going to help you lose weight as well, even if you're not looking to lose weight, because I'm naturally skinny, y'all. I'm 5'8". I got on the scale the other day. I'm 129 pounds. I'm not trying to lose no weight neither, but I want to feel good, and these 3 capsules right here makes me feel good every single day. So if you would like to try this for free, all you got to do is click on my name, go to the messenger, follow me, then message me, and then send me your address, and I will ship this out to you for free for you to try it, so that you can feel good too. So thank y'all for joining me for Grieving Gracefully, God, Grief, and the Green Capsule. I will be back here on Wednesday. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see y'all Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all later. Bye. Uh-huh.